Hey surveys, welcome back to K-Popsicles. I'm Paige, and I'm back doing some more solo reactions for you guys. Up next for this one, I have a 4-in-1 video for you today. We have 4 songs from the group Alpha Drive 1, aka Aldi1. Finally, it is taking us months and months to get to these. I am incredibly sorry. I'm more mad at myself than anything because, like I said, we literally, if y'all were with us in that era, when we were watching the show, we were voting every single week. So we voted for the majority of these members we had in our lineups. So obviously we had our one picks and stuff like that that ended up not making it into the group. However, all of these members we do enjoy. I have several of my top picks in here, so I'm excited. But yes, if you were here for that era, we were voting for these members, we got them in this group, and it has taken us this long to finally get to watching their actual music and their debut and stuff. And I do apologize, like I said, we got overwhelmed and swamped with other things. But yes, I am so friggin' excited for this. Y'all don't even know. So, like I said, I have 4 songs, 4 videos to check out. The first one up will actually be their pre-debut performance video for Formula. Then I'll be getting into their official debut with Freak Alarm, followed by, I think, their most recent comeback, which was about a couple months ago, called OMG, a month or so ago. And then they also had a dance practice that they just dropped, like 3 weeks ago, for Raw Flame. But I did see a video that was titled that, like, back when they first debuted. I could be wrong, but either way, I'm going to do the dance practice because yes, that one will unfortunately not have any captions. That's just how that is. The rest should all have captions unless, you know, something comes up. Either way, I am so freaking excited. Y'all don't even know. This one is going to be hard to choose, like, official biases, because I have several biases from other groups, well, at least one other bias from a group in here, several soloists or members from other groups that I really enjoy, and so I'm like, I don't even know who my bias is going to be. Plus, obviously, you know, I fell in love with them watching the show, so we'll have to go in and see. I'm excited. But before I do that, I'm going to leave a link to our Patreon down below in the description box. Hope you can check us out. We do live stages, drum reactions, variety shows, dance practices. You can join our Discord. Basically, if you can't do here on YouTube, we also post free videos over there. For you guys about to channel, I'm not going to make you pay for things for free. That's just stupid. Speaking of our Patreon, we're currently watching Run BTS, The Isaacs, Produce 48, Got Someone's Hard Carry Season 3, which we are almost finished with. I also have my own segment called Pint Size Retro Dramas on my own. I am currently watching Link Eat Love Kill, Universe League, and The Muse of Section E. We also have movie reactions, album reviews, concert reactions, so much fun content going on over there, and it's more content coming. And if you follow us over on Twitter, hand me on screen, we post every single day what we're dropping, citizen step we're doing here on our channel. Good lord. Let me pop this up. Okay, so the first one up, like I said, will be Formula, the performance video. However, I do want to go over all the members, even though I do know them, just so if you are not familiar with them, whatever, and I can kind of give you a little rundown on what I know about each of the members, like my personal thoughts on them and like where they rank with me, not necessarily in the group, and just kind of like who might be potential bias before, you know, getting into like the full-on group here. So starting it off, we have our boy Leo, who is our leader, Leo Lee. He's our Australian boy. So if you guys don't know who Leo was, he was originally part of Trainee A, and then when Trainee A kind of disbanded, he went solo. We checked out several of his solo songs, and we really enjoyed his solo music. And so when we found out that he was actually going to be on Boys Planet, we were like, oh my god, we got super excited. And Leo's vocals are gorgeous, so I'm super excited for what Leo has, like what he brings to the group here. Junso, our boy, our maknae. So for those of you who don't know who Junso is, he's also a November baby. Yes. He was originally, or is originally in the group, We I, which, I think they're on hiatus currently because he's in this, or they're like promoting with less members now. I don't know anything. I haven't heard anything since then. But yes, he is the maknae from WeI, and we absolutely love him. He is also an actor and has acted in a BL drama, Secret Relationships, which fire drama. Love that show. Oh my god, y'all need to watch it. Arno. Okay, so this one is potential bias. Like, straight out the gate, potential bias. I freaking love him. For those of you who don't know who Arno is, that's his actual stage name. He changed it. He was going by his birth name, Jaihao, Zhang Jaihao, on the show, but then afterwards when he got into the group, he ended up changing his name, his stage name to Arno, which I think was like a former stage name of his from like another show, I think. But anyway, when the show first aired, I wasn't really focused on him. It wasn't until probably 2 or 3 episodes in that I started noticing him. And then, like, from there on, like, he just had my attention. Like, Arno became one of my top picks for the show. And I was like, please let him in the group. Please let him in the group. And he is. So, like I said, straight out the gate, Arno is definitely a very favorite pick to be biased at this point. He's main dancer, if y'all know. I love dancers. Then we have Sangwon, who is our center visual. He auditioned for Boys Planet with Leo, because they actually both were originally supposed to be in Trainee A together. Sangwon's an incredible dancer, very strong visuals, understandable why he gets center a lot and why he's center in this group. So I'm curious how Sangwon's going to be like now that they're like a fully formed group. I'm wondering how everybody's gonna, work together. And then my boy Shilong, my baby. So Shilong was my bias in the boy group Boy Story. If you guys have been on the channel long enough, have been around, if you know that group. Love Shilong. Like I said, I was so happy when he made it into the group. You don't even know. I was like, that was my boy. Yes. So he's another top pick to be my bias again in this group. I'm really excited for that. Then we have Anshin. He was one I didn't know anything about prior. So he came in. He's very pretty. So and he was like a favorite pick. Like he was like number 2 all through the most of the show, I feel like, or like at least half the show. Like he was up there in rank. Then we have maknae Sangyeon, who's a really good rapper, and he's an adorable little fluff. He's another one that I really didn't know much about. He was one of the trainees that didn't have like prior things that I knew. So he's really cool. So I'm curious how he's going to do in the group as well, but he's a really good rapper. And then we do have a member on hiatus currently, Gonu. On the show, Gonu actually was one of my top picks. Despite multiple controversies and things like that, I really did enjoy Gonu a lot. So I'm curious, I know he's been on hiatus for a bit, so I don't know exactly how long hiatus is, like which songs he's a part of, which ones he's not. But I do know in April of this year he's in hiatus. So I'm assuming, I think he might be in like the first song, like the first 2. Either way, like I said, I'm not going to get into his controversies because, like I said, I don't know the full details about all of that. I just know, like a couple of the ones that were on the show, and then obviously, since he's not there, he's on hiatus, that something's going on. So y'all, if you want to talk about it, inform me, okay, but like I said, I'm not going to get into it here. Anyway, Jesus, I have been talking for 9 minutes. I do apologize, that was a lot. Let's get into the actual music. Whoo, I'll put a little mark to say skip ahead if you want to get to the music part, but yeah. So at least 2 potential biases, maybe more, but Arno and Shinlong are definitely my top 2 contenders at this point. But yeah. So first song up will be Formula, the performance video. So here we go. Ooh. Starting out the gate strong. Okay, Sangwon. Ooh. What's up? Shalom. Oh. Leo. Ooh. Ooh, Jutsu. Gonu. Arno! Arno! Leo. Shillong needs. Oh my god. I know. They need to get out my face like that, I swear. Ooh. Chin. Gorgeous. Sangwon, chill. Oh no! Breaking the walls. Ooh, vocals. Let's go. Gonu. Leo. Jesus, Leo. Stepping into the set. Not a cheek up on threat. Hey. I love them. I love them. They're my voice. Like, obviously, when we did the show and we voted, obviously we had different, picks that we wanted to make it into the group, and we were very sad that some of them didn't. But I'm like, no, this makes sense. This lineup, they fit very well together, so I understand it. I freaking love them. They're so good. They're so good. That was actually a really good song. The song itself was actually giving very much, very Neo energy, which was really interesting to me. If you guys know what I mean, that. It was, a weird mix of, Neo energy meets. Oh, who was that other group? There's another group that I'm thinking of that kind of has similar energy that way. Wow, brain. I mean, a little bit of Monster X, but not really. It's much more Neo energy. Yeah, I can't think of it exactly. But either way, I really like it. They're very, hard-hitting and strong, out the gate. And I'm like, this is not even their debut song. That was their pre-debut. Which is wild. Alrighty. Bring it down. We're going to get into their official debut now with Freak Alarm, which is just a crazy title in and of itself, so. Here we go. Freak Alarm by Alpha Drive 1.
Second we walk in, everybody know.
Sangwon. Sangyeon? Hey! Oh my god. Cuties. Oh my gosh, Shilong. Oh no! Trick is treat. Jinso. Oh my god, this elf. Oh no. Deal. That's the keys. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Sorry, it wasn't going away. Here we go. Ooh. Hey. Arno, chill. Ooh, that little slide up. Ooh, these outfits. Hell yeah. So, chill. Okay. That song itself had very, like, nostalgic energy to it. Like, it had an old school vibe. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but yeah, it had a very old school vibe to it, which I really, really liked. I love the vocals on that one. Like, little, like, it went up, and I was like, heck yeah, let's go. God, I love them. I don't know. I feel like I might already know who my bias is, but I still don't want to say it just yet. I want to wait a minute. But I have a feeling I know who my bias is going to be. I mean, hell, maybe I'll point it out before I actually decide or anything. But yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one. So sorry. Lord. Next up, we have their newest comeback, which came out about a month ago, called OMG. So let me pop that up for you. And let's get into it. Alpha Drive 1, OMG. Today's weather. Leo. No school. Interesting. Ooh, the orange hair was that one. Okay. Blonde too. Hey. Ooh, I know.
이 기분은 flake that 좀 막세 바로 가자 끝내 Let's basically get that Let's go I don't beat that beat that Music play Go so I like that Keep on watching 888 Jump jump I'm a little bit jump jump
You're so funny. This is a lot more vibey than the other two, but I like it. Okay, no school tomorrow. That's cute. Okay. This one was, like I said, a lot more vibey. I really liked it. I don't think I like it as much as the other two. And it also could just be because they have so much ambient sound. Like, all the noises that they're picking up within the actual video itself, like the car horns, the tree falling, the crash. Like, they have so much of that extra sound in there that it might be, you know, covering up a lot of like the actual music for me, and that might be why. Like, maybe if I listen to it on like Spotify or something with just a song, I might like it more. But out of the three that I've heard so far, it's definitely not my favorite. But I really like the kind of like, it's very like laid back kind of bounce to it that it has, and I really enjoy that compared to the other two. Like, it shows a different side to them for sure. Alright, last up, we have a dance practice that came out called Raw Flame, and it came out about 3 weeks ago. So I'm excited to see what this one is about. Unfortunately, this is the one video that does not have captions. Unfortunately, that's okay though. That's the life. International stand happens to us literally all the time. Alright, let's get into Raw Flame. Here we go. Ooh, back to the power strong. Ooh. Or no. Yes! Okay. Come on. Okay, someone. This choreo is really good. I like this song. Go off. Oh. I keep putting my man in the center, and I'm not okay. Yes! Kill it. Kill it. Eee. Okay, boys. Yes. Wow, wow, wow. I did not say autoplay. What the hell? No. No one said autoplay. No. And no. No, no, no. Apparently it was in a mix when I clicked it. My bad. Lord. Anyway, I have not heard that, so no. Yeah, no. I love them. I mean, granted, I love them on the show. That's why I voted for most of them. But, you know, as a group, I really like their vibe. They have a really interesting, like, it's a weird mix of old school, new school. Like early gen K-pop and like new gen K-pop. Like they have a nice mix, and it's weird how their energy, and it could be because they have members who have debuted prior and like new members as well. So it could be that energy, but yeah, like something about this group just gives me like that weird mix energy, but I'm here for it. Also, I feel like I can officially declare a bias, which I feel like should not be surprised to anybody who I pick. He's like the only one I really focus on in the friggin' videos. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to declare here and now that Arno is my official bias. Shinlong is my number 2, is my wrecker. Could possibly be a secondary bias at this point as well, but official bias is Arno. The man, just the way he moves, he's a problem. My eyes literally, like, I'm trying to watch the dance, and my eye just immediately goes to him, and so then I'm following him, I'm, like, tracking him, and man does it all, I swear. But no, the whole group is incredible. Raw Flame is such an interesting song, because it brings it back to that hard-hitting stuff from, like, the first 2 songs, which I believe is from the first, like, album or whatever that they dropped. And it has that hard-hitting element to it, but it has those, like, little moments where it goes faster, and, like, the vocals are, like, higher, and, like, it's just such an interesting, like, switch up, but I really enjoyed it. Like, God, I love them. Finally got to listen to Alpha Drive 1 after months and months. Like, I am so sorry, but we're finally here, and they were absolutely incredible, so I can't wait for Kate to check them out, because, like I said, we watched together, and I know she will absolutely adore them just as much as, you know, I did, because, like I said, we voted for them, so of course we're gonna love them, but, like, as a full group, like, yes. Alright, guys, I don't think I have anything else to say for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. I'll leave a link to our Patreon, Instagram, and our Twitter down below in the description box. Hope you can check us out. I hope you so much. Seriously, support me is the absolute world toss. Welcome to All of Our Space. It's seriously amazing. We love you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.